Remarkable! Incredible! Unbelievable!
Save! And fuck our champions! Good up, Pepe! Goal!
It doesn't get any better than that.
This is Francis Argueta coming to you live for Game and Frame as we are resuming the kickoff to this second game of the night here from McManus Field. We have EPSL action as Central Park Rangers FC are facing Zoom Schneider FC 03. Pardon the little delay in coming to you with the voiceover of this match. We are getting lineups ready. And we got the lineup here as CPR is in black and Zoom Schneider is in neon green, yellow, whatever color you interpret that being, and with pink socks. First game of this evening ended a 3-2 victory for CPR. 2 comeback victory after they had a lead in the first half. We'll see what will be the result of this match. We have a lot of great stars from both sides. CPR's lineup, I'll provide it to you when we have a chance. It is Gilden in nets with the back four of Olsen, Valentine, Sameka, and Barry. Carvalho, and Clift complete the midfield. And up top, it is going to be Zuman, Miri, and Von Fields coming off a hat trick. Forward in form for this CPR FC squad. In comes the ball here, being played over to the left side. Long ball service looking for their forward up top. That is Bonfield pushing forward, looking for some opening, and is taken down by the Zoom Schneider defense. We have a free kick, and CPR is in prime position to take a 1-0 lead if they can find a shot to find the back of the net. A chilly Sunday night here from McManus Field. We had a little bit of flurry of rain in the first game for a couple minutes, but it went away. Thankfully, we have clear skies for what is going to promise to be a great match this evening. So we are nearing the 5-minute mark of the first half, and this free kick being taken by CPR. Blocked by the wall, it does its job, and is safe in the hands of the goalkeeper. Here comes Zoom Schneider. Further up it goes into the field. Good pressure on by the defense there to dispossess Zoom Schneider and regain possession for their team. There's another cross that goes looking for their forward. 13 up front, and he is caught offside as we get ready to resume play once again. And there's a ball on the left side of the field up front. Zoom Schneider dropped down in the midfield. Number 20 is on the ball now. Further left it goes. They're still battling for possession here. We'll see if CPR has some of the same magic that their reserve team showed on the field earlier today. Zoom Schneider 2 put up quite a fight though to make them uncomfortable. They had to win that victory in the last 10 minutes or so of the match. Right now they're putting the goalkeeper under pressure here. And it's dropped down by the forward for Zoom Schneider. David Opera is there with number 7. And that is read well by the defender. Both teams will try to develop some chemistry with one another, as they had about 30 minutes or so to get ready for this match as the last one concluded. Here it is in the middle of the field with number 8 for Zoom Schneider with the service, looking for Opera up front. He controls it one time, takes a shot now, and it is blocked by the defender. And now it remains in play. And here's the number 9 for Zoom Schneider. There is a confirmed corner for our first corner of the match for Zoom Schneider. It's going to be taken from the right side of the field. And it's going to be their number 10 that is going to take this corner. It is Samuel Urban. And it goes down on the ground. Not able to control it. What's the forward there for Zoom Schneider? Goes further back. And CPR now trying to get out of their back third. Are unsuccessful in doing so. Here's Opera on the ball once again. Looking for 20. It's read well by CPR. And they aren't able to get on the second attempt. There's a foul called on the CPR player. And it is a free kick for the team in black this evening. Play is resumed now for CPR. And further back it goes. And here's their forward, pushing forward. It is number 13, and there's a sliding tackle by the defender. Crucial intervention there to force a corner on this side of the field now. Coming for CPR. They're getting ready to take this corner from the left side of the pitch. It goes. Here comes the service, looking for a header. Goalkeepers to it first, and they're looking for a quick counter, similar to the way that CPR2 scored their first goal in our first match. But the defense for CPR was well positioned to get to that first. And here are the CPR back line looking to regroup, formulate some offense, and are unsuccessful in doing it so there as that ball goes out of bounds for a Zoom Schneider throw-in. Neon yellow squad. It's now their turn to look for their options, push forward on the field. We got 10 minutes down in the first half, still 0-0 score. Looking to change that now as they're right back here. Number 5 puts a service across the box, and it is quickly deflected away by the defense for another throw-in. And there's the goalkeeper, Gilden, who has that in his hands and plays out quickly. Nice move there by the forward. Isn't able to get past the second defender in midfield. And Koiso is on the ball for Zoom Schneider now. Looking for De Abreu. De Abreu quickly switches the side over to the left side of the pitch. And they're looking for options here now. De Abreu on the ball again. There's a flick on header by the forward. And Central Park Rangers to it first. But Zoom Schneider quickly regained possession. And they are clearly the team who was more in control in these first 10 minutes of the match. De Abreu trying to flick it on for his teammate. He does it again. And defense is to it first. Gilden has to do whatever he can to get it out of the box. And here comes CPR. looking to get some offense of their own. Here comes CPR with their forward, number 15, looking for a cross in the box. Read well by the defense though. They're pushing forward now. Schneider off to a strong start to this game. There's Koiso, gets past his defender. Now here comes the service, looking for a De Abreu. He's not able to get it. Gilden is to it first, and there's a foul on the defender as CPR has a free kick. Here goes the service, looking for their forward. Let's get you. It's to it first. Koiso, in the middle of the field, over to Gomez. And here's a through ball looking for the left winger. Isn't able to get to it there, but Gomez is on the ball once again, and he is dispossessed now. Here's the center back for CPR and gives it away over to Koiso. Now it's Opera. Opera with the ball into the box. There's a header. And defense responds to it. Now they need to get it out of the way. And they do. And here's a throw-in coming for Schneider once again. Schneider playing very confident up to this point. Playing like a very strong squad. In these first 14 minutes of the match, Central Park Rangers still trying to get their feet warm and trying to win the ball back. Here's Koiso on the ball. Over to Opera. Defense responds to that. And now they're trying to get away from their zone, and they're not successful as Opera wins it right back. Looking for De Abreu, isn't able to connect with him there. And Schneider wins it right back, making CPR very uncomfortable playing from the back to continue to regain possession. And the ball has been dominating on this side of the field. There's Munoz trying to switch the field. Dropped down by the forward for Schneider. And defense put a foot on it to get it out the box. But here it is again on the edge of the box. Koiso plays it out wide. Looking for a service now. Defense goes down. Ref says clean. And we play on as Central Park Rangers gets possession back. And they're looking on a quick counter. Looking for Bonfields up top. Oh, and the player goes down on defense. Now he has a one-on-one with the defender and the goalie. He takes a shot, and he finds the bottom corner of the net to find the first goal of this match. It is Central Park Rangers who's opened up the scoring, and it is 1-0 for the team in black. An unfortunate slip from the defense. And although momentum was looking all neon yellow for the first 15 minutes, it is CPR who finds a break and also finds the back of the net to go up 1-0. Unfortunate for Schneider, but that's the way that this sport goes. One little mistake, one little accident, slip up, whatever you want to call it, ends up with the goal on the opposing side of the field. in that total domination possession for the first 15 minutes or so only ends up in a goal for the other team as Zoom Schneider's looking to respond. Here's a shot, and it is saved by the goalkeeper. Gilden makes a crucial block to prevent this game from getting tied. Zoom Schneider was going to respond quickly there. And that is exactly what you want from your side after going down in that fashion. Here comes the corner. CPR to it first, and there's a shot taken in. It's far above the crossbar for a goal kick on this side of the field. An eventful first opening quarter to this first half has Central Park Rangers up 1-0 on Zoom Schneider. There's a foul call. It's on the other side of the field. We're waiting for this free kick to be taken, and here it is. It's a ball looking for the midfielder, number 8, who drops it down with his head. A sketch is there to it too, though, and it is safely in the hands of their goalkeeper as they're playing from the back once again. It is Zoom Schneider's turn to respond now. CPR is a strong squad when going up first, though. Here's Morgan. Looking for his forward there, but defense is to it first. There's a throw-in. That is Carvalho on the ball, and it's given over to Koizo for Zoom Schneider. How will Zoom Schneider respond to this lead for CPR? There was a long service, and there's the defender to it first. Sketche keeps it from going out of bounds. And here's Munoz looking for De Abreu. And defense responds to it first to force another corner for Zoom Schneider. Here is the service. There is a header, and there's a rebound, and it is saved by Gilden. Point blank shot, but wasn't able to get the finishing touch that was needed, and Gilden makes a good save there to keep his team up 1-0. And they're away with the ball quickly. And here comes a ball looking for their forward up front. Urban is able to respond and force that throw in for CPR. As our first 20 minutes are down in the first half, it is a 1-0 lead for CPR. There's plenty of yellow neon shirts there, and Zoom Schneider is on the offensive. Here's a counter coming forward. Abreu's on top. Munoz stops the ball but isn't able to connect with his forward there. And Clift is on the ball now. All the way back to the defense. Here's Valentine. Over to Olsen. And there's a long ball forward, and the player is offside. Zoom Schneider tempting that ball. Play it safe instead. Trying to play from the back as they have a 1-0 lead to overcome here. There's Koiz on the middle of the field by himself, sends a service over to the left side. There's Gomez on the ball. Drop down, looking for De Abreu. Defense to it first. They look to go on the counter, but Koizo stops that from happening. There's Urban. And that goes all the way back to Gilden in net to regain possession for Central Park Rangers. Surging forward is CPR. They have another chance to score another goal here. The forward goes down. It looks like there's a foul called, and maybe there's a booking as well. Looks like it is just a talking to by the referee, and CPR is in prime position for this free kick to be taken and possibly scoring the second goal of the match. What can Central Park Rangers come up with here? They have options outside the box as well. Not being defended that tightly, but here comes De Abreu returning on defense to make it a little bit more difficult of a pass. The service goes into the box, and the keeper bobbles it, and it finds the back of the net off the rebound. Another unfortunate mistake for Zoom Schneider in the back leads to the second goal of the game for Central Park Rangers. And it won't come much easier than that. Very unfortunate way to give up 2 goals for Zoom Schneider. They really were in firm command for the first 15 minutes or so. But a great team takes advantage of bad mistakes. And that is exactly what Central Park Rangers has done to take this 2-0 lead over Zoom Schneider. And there's an offside call on Zoom Schneider up top on Gomez. And CPR get the ball right back. Now Central Park Rangers can comfortably play the ball back and forth as they have doubled their lead and take this 2-0 lead over Zoom Schneider. And they give it right back to De Abreu. Gomez has an eye for goal and is taken down by Barry. And Zoom Schneider now has a free kick in a dangerous spot. As Michael Scott would say, how the turntables. My man Nicholas, I think he appreciated that behind the camera over here. As Urban is in a good position here to put his team right back in it. Here's Urban with the free kick, and it's safely in the hands of Gilden, who makes an easy save. And Central Park Rangers trying to get out of their zone are unsuccessful. Munoz is on the ball again. And here's Gomez looking for De Abreu. It's still anyone's ball, and the defense clears it out. Only as far as Koizo for Zoom Schneider. And here is Oprah. Koizo with the service into the box. Defense is to it first once again. And it goes all the way back to Onchu. There's Morgan. Here's Koizo. And Valentine trying to get rid of that danger. Lifted it up to the goalkeeper. And he's trying to get it away. And it sketches right there again. Urban. There's Opera. Doesn't get past the first defender. Here's the second attempt. A curler into the box, headed away from the defense, and further out wide by Olsen. Here's the sketch. Munoz. Koizo all the way back to Morgan. And here comes the cross. Inside the box it goes. Gomez has to it first. De Abreu's on the second. And he's not able to connect there for a clean shot. And Gildan is able to regain possession for Central Park Rangers. CPR pushing forward. A man goes down. No foul called. Koizo on the ball for Zoom Schneider. He goes out wide towards the left. They switch the side. Drops down for Opera. Defense to it this time around. And they're off and running on the counter. They have numbers to choose from. And one back by Zoom Schneider. Here's Abreu. Over to Urban, who finds the ball for De Abreu once again. De Abreu does not make clean contact there, and it is safely in the hands of Gildan once again. There is a long kick from Gildan, dropped down by the defense of Zoom Schneider. And they recompose themselves once again. Koizo. This is Gomez. Neat pass there to De Abreu. Urban with the further ball out wide for David Opera. And defense responds to that once again to get it further out wide. There's the service from Munoz. Defense to it first. And Zoom Schneider has a throw in to work with. And there's a shot taken by De Abreu that is smashed, and it is poked over the crossbar by Gildan. De Abreu was about to cut the lead down to 1 goal, but Gildan had other plans in mind as he made a crucial save to keep this a clean sheet for CPR. And there's a long shot by Munoz that is way off target, and we'll need a second ball here for CPR. A lot of communication taking place between both sides as one is trying to not give away this lead, the other trying to cut this lead in half. It's dropped down for Miri. Sorry, that is Zuman, number 18. And Olsen gets past one defender, hits it off Munoz for another throw-in. And the ball goes quickly for Skimeka. Back to Skimeka. And given away to Esqueche for Zoom Schneider. And one right back for CPR. And here is Zuman. Over to Miri. Miri looking to switch the field over. Does so successfully, and it goes further out wide towards the right side of the pitch. And here comes a cross into the box And the goalkeeper punches it out to David Opera. And here's Abreu. Finds Opera. He goes out wide to Nicolas Diaz, who drops it down for Munoz. And just drop down here. Esqueche has some room to work with. Finds Koizo and gets it right back. Here is Munoz, Urban, excuse me. It goes to Opera. He tries to switch the field, but the defense read that well. But it goes only as far as Munoz, who plays Diaz out wide. Diaz will look to cross the ball this time and isn't able to do so. That ball goes out of bounds for a Central Park Rangers goal kick. Look out for Save of the Month airing at halftime so that you can vote for your choice and Save of the Month on our Instagram page on Game and Frame. There's plenty of great options to choose from. You'll see those options at halftime. And here's Zoom Schneider. They have numbers. Koizo plays on Opera. There's a cross by David. Headed by the defense, trying to play a back pass to the goalie. Gilden is in good position to prevent that from going back into his own net. Olsen hits it off. Opera for another throw-in. Today's Game and Frame live broadcast is sponsored by Salt Athletic. Salt Athletic have made the world's freshest, most advanced cleat bag to save athletes and their nearest and dearest from smelly footwear after the game. The air case blocks smells using antimicrobial technology that makes for odor-free car rides and houses. Learn more about Aircase and place your order by clicking the link below. Keep it fresh. And there's a long ball service for David Opera, trying to put a cross into the box. Gets past his defender. Has another one on him. He puts it into the box for Munoz. Munoz has a shot if he can take it. And it is saved by Gilden, who's in a good position to make that good save to keep it 2-0 for Central Park Rangers. And De Abreu's on the ball again. He looks for Gomez. That is their goal scorer. Gomez can take a shot if he finds it. Defense making it hard on him. Escamecca's to it again, but Opera makes a tackle to get back possession for Zoom Schneider and earn themselves another corner. And we have a sub taking place for Zoom Schneider. It is number 22 that comes onto the pitch. And Esqueche coming off. We have 10 minutes to go in this first half with Central Park Rangers defending a 2-0 lead. And they're off on the counter at this time. And it's Miri who goes down on the pitch. Clean, says the ref, and we play on. Munoz drops it down. Sorry, that is Urban. Drops it down for the sub that came on. That is number 22, Ayub Matthew. Trying to switch the field, go back on defense instead. That is Morgan, who sends in a ball, looking for Diaz on the left side. Drop down for Koizo, excuse me. And looking for Diaz once again. Diaz gets to that ball, but the defender responds well. That is their captain, Valentine, who clears the ball away. And it goes all the way back to the keeper for Zoom Schneider. That is Dario Cruz. Opera making good chemistry here with Munoz, but it is won back by CPR. And here's Zuma, who finds Miri, looking for the back pass. Matthew read it well though. And Miri was trying to win it back, but Urban does well to keep possession. And it is a Zoom Schneider throw-in. The ref is telling his players to back up a few for Matthew to take this throw-in. And it goes into play. Here is Morgan. Now it's Munoz switching the field over to Unchu. Here's Munoz again. There's a ball for Diaz. Here's Munoz, finds Koizo. Defense swarms him, and CPR wins the ball right back. Pushing forward is Bonfields, who finds Miri. Miri is pushing up the field now. He has options in the middle of the box. He finds it, and it puts it right behind him. Not able to make the contact to push it into the net. And Zoom Schneider regains possession. That was Carvalho who was looking to get on the other side of that ball. About 7 minutes to go of regular time here in this first half. It is CPR defending a 2-0 lead. Zoom Schneider has played well, but two costly mistakes resulted in the 2 goals for Central Park Rangers. Miri sees that ball dribble out of bounds for Zoom Schneider to resume play once again. Here it goes to Diaz. This is Munoz looking for Gomez, making the run up top. Looks like he is offside. Linesman had made his mind before that ball even found the back of the net. Zoom Schneider were inching close to cutting this lead in half. Matthew is to that ball, finds Abreu. This is Munoz on the ball. And not a great ball there. Won back by Carvalho. And making that run forward was their number 15 player, Carbazion, who wasn't able to get there. And Diaz is on the ball for Zoom Schneider once again. Diaz puts a cross into the box, looking for Munoz, and the goalkeeper is there first. As we have 5 minutes to go in the first half. Here comes Morgan pushing forward. Finds Urban. Urban gets past the first defender, wasn't able to get past the second. Today's Game and Frame broadcast is sponsored by the Cosmopolitan Soccer League. With 4 competitive divisions, over 90 teams, and a pathway via promotion to the Eastern Premier Soccer League, there is no better option for New York City clubs looking to enter the soccer pyramid than the CSL. That ball is in place as Koizo is pushing forward with numbers to choose from. Goes out wide. That is Diaz. Puts the ball into the box. And the defense read it well. Defense still trying to push that ball outside of their zone and do so successfully. And they gave it right back to De Abreu. Gomez now on the ball. Takes a shot. And it goes off the crossbar. And that was the man who wanted on the ball, but was not able to find the back of the net this time around. CPR takes a breath of relief. That would have been Gomez's 5th goal on the season, but it wasn't meant to be that time around. Here's Olsen who drops it down for Zuman. Zuman still on the ball. Matthew regains possession though. And now he's fighting with CPR to win it right back. That is Clift who wins it with the number 28 for Central Park Rangers. And here's a long ball looking for Miri. Central Park Rangers are getting ready for this throw-in as we have 2.5 minutes left of regular time in the first half. Here's Cliff. All the way back to their captain, Valentine. Here's Skameka looking for his options. Goes over to his captain. Looking to melt some time off this clock before heading into halftime with the 2-0 lead for CPR. You could argue a surprising lead after what those 15 minutes were like for Zoom Schneider kicking off this match. Del Abreu wins the ball back for his team. I believe that was Gomez actually. And here is Diaz in the left side of the pitch. Goes over to Munoz. Munoz looking for Koizo. Dropped down by Central Park Rangers. And they're still not out of it yet. Urban, excuse me. He takes that long shot and it goes far wide for a Central Park Rangers goal kick. We'll wait to see how much extra time is added to this first half, if any, as we are nearing halftime. And a reminder, Save of the Month is coming on your way. So please remember to vote. Head over to our Instagram page at Game and Frame to place your vote for your choice of Save of the Month. Munoz still on the ball. And it's won back by Clift. Send it all the way back to Skameka. Bonfields drops it down. Valentine does well to get rid of his defender, but he gives it right back to Koizo. And here is Gomez on the ball. Finds Del Abreu on the edge of the box. And they play it further back for Koizo. Sorry, it looks like that was Onchu on the ball. And now we are into extra time of this first half. Don't believe there's been a signal from the ref to tell us how much time is going to be added. He looks at his watch now. Onchu over to Morgan. Back to Diaz, back to Cruz. And Munoz getting pressured on by Zuman. Sorry, that was Carbaggio on number 15 that was putting on that pressure on the back line of Zoom Schneider. And that ball gets over the head of Miri. And here's Opera. Goes out wide, but a nice sliding tackle by the defense prevents that from going to his man. But there's still a shot to be taken here for Zoom Schneider. It is flicked into the box. And the defense gets it out of the harm's way. And there is the halftime whistle. There is a player down for CPR, that is Skameka that is on the ground. We'll see to see. The ref is checking up on him as we're nearing halftime. CPR 2, Zoom Schneider 0.
Ruiz struck it well. Mormon tips it onto the crossbar.
Fabulous save by William Moment. That looked destined to rip a hole in the back of the net, but Moment with the quick reactions, the slightest of touches, but it was enough to redirect it onto the crossbar.
See some runners in behind. It's Kapaka who can't get it. It's Jansen who curls it. An acrobatic save, but the threat not yet over. A sliding challenge from the captain. Soderberg called into action in the waning moments of the match and comes up with a massive save.
How's your bottle? Oh, it's saved by the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper on goalkeeper crime. Nelson Stadium. Joe Holland, that's lovely football, and Borte tipping it away from that back post acrobatically. That right leg, Agustin, Cameron Beal goes down, referee signals for advantage! Munoz required for a two-handed save.
Richmond County coming down their left. Shot. Great save from the keeper. Ball still in, second chance. Another save from the keeper. Beautiful two saves there from Daniel DeMarco.
Initial head. But the second ball gathered. Fabulous save by Sabanin to tip it onto the crossbar. There was an absolute pile driver, and Sabanin with his fingertips keeping the score level.
You can vote for your favorite save of the month by heading over to our IG page on Instagram at Game and Frame. Comment your favorite save of the month, and we'll see who the winner is at the end of November. Stick around for a second half kickoff in just a couple minutes from McManus Field.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University, and I play forward. The Salt Air Case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards, so I know that they're together, and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer, and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
That's a good bit of footwork there by Spalding, who's gone for a spacious shot! It's magnificent by Spalding! You guys have your eyes set on the South. Why is that the next destination for the EPSL?
Well, basically for the same reason we want to be in the Northeast. We want to provide teams that want to play at a higher level with higher standards, higher field standards, higher match day standards as a whole, an opportunity to play at an affordable cost.
Our conference is the newest conference, or one of the newer conferences, and like even from the jump, like year one, we had players go pro because they're able to continue playing at a high level, they're able to get footage of themselves playing at a high level, and then they're able to market themselves off of that experience. So we've had multiple players go pro from our conference, even though, you know, it's only been around 2 or 3 years.
He's going to send it over the top. John Brown is onside. He can seal the deal here. Never in doubt. Supreme confidence by a man who's at the top of his game.
Holland, Rosero, beautiful Junior Rosero! Well, that was an emphatic strike.
Cisse pushing forward, looking up to see who he can pass the ball to. Takes a shot instead and scores!
They'll punch it back in. For one, great save. A second, that almost came up on the hand of Gottlieb. His chance is still gone, and not away. That's 2 saves for Pianka.
Sebastian Ruiz. That's floating, great ball! Solano equalises for Renegades! And the cup dream is alive once again!
He spins very well, once, not once, but twice.
Dropped the possession right back to the feet of Clift. Clift slides one in. Diving header. Bonfils for 2.
So good all game, Chang, but it's one back and Kershuba could be in now, and Kershuba, what a save that is!
Looks like it was a handball claim for the team in black. And Perez is out of net, and Body finds the net, and he scores!
Cristino, oh, it's a beautiful flick on Argudo. Does he take it himself? Yes, he does! It'll be Bacon shooting for the far post. It's in! She beat the goalkeeper to the far post, and it's 1-0. Bacon with a free kick.
If he misses this, Renegades are very nearly home. Edward saves it! The fairy tale is within Renegade's grasp!
This from his man to Campos, and Campos, he just took it away from him. And now Marti across to Rura, and Mark Rura, goal!
Well, Cifuentes Diaz making the defenders do the Cupid shuffle.
He's got tons of space to maybe have an effort, and streaking through the right-hand side is Alsabi, and Pidgeot shoots, and what a finish that is.
Perhaps they'll look to let the seconds bleed like this. Instead, it's a giveaway for Dambeli!
Here goes Jimmy. Over to Barry, the man in question. Barry takes a long shot and scores!
Are they going to their first ever Open Cup? Redemption for Oscar Rivas! And a fairy tale ending to a fairy tale week for New York Renegades!
And we are ready for the second half kickoff here from McManus Field as Central Park Rangers is up 2-0 on Zoom Schneider FC. A couple of subs to announce here. I believe that is Dennis Koch Jr. that enters the pitch for Zoom Schneider wearing number 18. And Ben Kogan, I believe, is the number 25 player that is on the pitch for Central Park Rangers. The ball is played quickly here. Here is Barry on the ball. Quick correction to make on that first goal in the first half. It was Miri on the end of that first goal that put that opened up the scoring, for Central Park Rangers off that slip up from the defender. It is a long shot here, trying to find the goalkeeper off balance, and it goes out of bounds for a goal kick instead for Zoom Schneider. Dario Cruz ready to take this goal kick. Kogan wearing number 25 today. Coming out that first game with the reserves before kickoff of this match. Kogan is basically on the field every single game for Central Park Rangers. Commanding figure in the midfield. Very important to maintain possession for this Central Park Rangers squad. He controls that center half. And Zoom Schneider is fighting for possession here. It looks like there's a handball claim on the main official. Pretty chippy start to this second half. As we prepare for this dead ball to be played. For Zoom Schneider, couldn't have played much better of the first half there, but it's just two unfortunate mistakes that led to executions by CPR that has it on top by a score of 2-0. Here comes a ball forward. Zoom Schneider to it first. Zoom Schneider still trying to get out of their way as Bond Fields is on the ball now. This is clipped over to Miri, the goal scorer of the first half. Back to Kogan, and Kogan further back to his captain, Valentine. There's Olsen. The sub for Zoom Schneider, Dennis Koch Jr. already has a goal to his name in this season. Need important contributions from their forwards to give them a chance to cut this lead in half at some point in this game. Further back to the keeper it goes for CPR. And Olsen is on the receiving end of that kick. Loses the ball though, David Opera here. The ball goes out of bounds for Central Park Rangers throw-in. Here's Olsen. Onchu for Zoom Schneider. Over to Morgan. Morgan over to Munoz. And Munoz over to Gomez. Gomez has Diaz in support and he finds him down the left wing. And that ball goes out of bounds for a Central Park Rangers goal kick. Central Park Rangers has one more game remaining in 2024 as they face the New York Athletic Club on December 15th. Meanwhile, Zoom Schneider still has two more games to go on their end as they face SC Vistula Garfield on December 7th and Lansdowne Yonkers FC December 15th. Here's a goal kick being prepared for Central Park Rangers. Miris to that ball first, drop down. for his supporting cast, who goes down. They play on though with Bonfields. Bonfields finds Miri down the right wing. Over to the midfield for Kogan. Kogan is tempting a shot. Finds Miri instead. Back to Barry. Back to Miri. Back to Barry. And all the way back to Skemeka. There's a long ball service dropped down effortlessly by the forward for Central Park Rangers. All the way back to Cruz and net for Zoom Schneider. Over to Unchu and over to Morgan now. Here is Koch Jr. That is a ball looking for Koizo up front. Dennis trying to keep it in bounds, but unsuccessfully. It is CPR ball. Here's Barry. And it goes for Miri. Plays it out wide for Bonfields. Bonfields entering this game after a hat trick last week. Can he find himself on the score sheet today? There's a quick throw in for Miri. Miri puts a ball across the box, and there's another receiver there who takes a shot and is saved twice by the goalkeeper, Cruz in net, to keep this just a 2-point game. There's a goal line clearance. Gomez drops it down at his feet. Finds Del Breu. Gives the back ball. Now over to Munoz. And the ref blows his whistle for a foul call in the middle of the field, which Koizo is looking to take quickly. This is Diaz. Over to Morgan. This is Olsen now. Excuse me, that is Koizo actually for Zoom Schneider, who plays it back to Morgan. Koizo directing his player where to go, but is not able to find him on that ball. Too hard of a pass as it goes out of bounds for a goal kick for Central Park Rangers. Today's Game and Frame broadcast is sponsored by the Cosmopolitan Soccer League. With 4 competitive divisions, over 90 teams, and a pathway via promotion to the Eastern Premier Soccer League, there is no better option for New York City clubs looking to enter the soccer pyramid than CSL. Drop down for Morgan for Zoom Schneider. He goes over to Diaz. Miri almost to that ball first, but Diaz gets to it. And now it's Gomez on the ball. Gets it back to Diaz. Diaz will look to put a cross into the box. Here it comes. Skemeka to it first. Drops it down for Clift, who plays it out wide. And there's Olsen on the ball now. Plays it all the way back to his keeper, who gets it out of his box, but out of bounds as well, as Zoom Schneider regains possession off of this throw-in. Zoom Schneider's putting up a valiant fight up to this point. It's unfortunate the way that they are down by 2-0, but they will have to find a way to rebound one way or another. Here is Gomez. That's a player who can make that happen for them. Goes over to David Opera. Onchu. Over to Morgan. There's a flick on trying to play it by Koch. And Onchu is thankful to get to that ball first. And he's not able to find Diaz up front. Goes far away out of bounds. And here is Barry for the throw-in for Central Park Rangers. And it goes looking for Bonfields. This is Gameka. Long ball looking for the forward, making a run. And the ref blows his whistle for a foul call. That was on Carvalho, who was making that run forward. Zoom Schneider will look to score a goal sometime soon to give themselves a chance to overturn this lead for Central Park Rangers. Here's Diaz on the ball. On the second attempt, he puts a cross inside the box. Koizo on the rebound. Opera over to Koch. Dennis Koch over to Diaz. Zoom Schneider trying to weave in and out, trying to find the correct opening to put in a critical ball, inviting the execution that they need to get on the scoreboard. Morgan here, taking the space, looking for Koch, but the defense was to it first. There is Miri, who was able to get to that ball. And the last-ditch effort by the second defender forces that ball out of bounds for a CPR throw-in. We're getting ready for this ball to be put back into play for play to be resumed. Goalkeeper is far off of his line. And Koizo's on the ball now for Zoom Schneider. Zoom Schneider pushing forward on the offensive. Here's David Opera on the ball. Weighing his options, he finds Morgan further out back. Munoz is asking for it. He finds Gomez instead. Back to Koizo. Over to Morgan. This is Munoz. And Onchu is pushing up forward, getting to that ball. Finds Koizo once again. Koizo may want to take a shot here. He gets a return service, trying to get on the other side of that ball. And it is cleared away by the defense for CPR. Goalkeeper is far off of his line. Miri can take a shot if he turns around. He finds Halpin, and he's still fighting for that ball. And it was anybody's ball in that possession, as it was a out of the ordinary play there for Zoom Schneider. They're glad that they weren't on the receiving end of a third CPR goal. Here they are on the offensive once again. Diaz taking a long shot, and it also goes long away off target for a Central Park Rangers goal kick. Ref blows his whistle as it looks like there's a player on the field. That is Bonfields that goes down. And it looks like they're going to be forced to make a sub here to replace him. Number 19 is coming onto the pitch for Central Park Rangers. Dennis Koch Jr. on the ball, finds Koizo. Bernie Wright is the player that comes onto the pitch for CPR wearing the number 19. And here's Dennis Koch Jr. goes down to the ground, and he is fouled by the Central Park Rangers midfielder. And they are in a pretty good position here for this free kick to be taken. We now have 30 minutes left to go of this second half. Zoom Schneider need an answer, and they need it fast for them to get back into this game. They have been playing pretty well up to this point, but they still have a 2-goal lead for CPR to overcome. Here's Munoz with the ball into the box, looking for Anchu, and it gets past everybody. Bernie Wright is here to clear it. Only as far as Barry. Here's Munoz over to Dennis Koch Jr. Here's Diaz now. Diaz cutting inside, looking to get past his defender, and he still puts a ball into the box. But we're waiting for the signal here for the ref, and he signals a goal kick for Central Park Rangers. Today's Game and Frame broadcast is sponsored by Salt Athletic. Salt Athletic have made the world's freshest, most advanced cleat bag to save athletes and their nearest and dearest from smelly footwear after the game. The air case blocks smell using antimicrobial technology that makes for odor-free car rides and houses. Learn more about air case and place your order by clicking the link below. Keep it fresh. Munoz is pushing the ball forward for Zoom Schneider here. There is Diaz to the ball. Drops it down for Koch Jr. Here's Munoz in the middle of the field once again, but he finds nobody there. And we have another goal kick coming for CPR. Central Park Rangers enters today in 8th place while Zoom Schneider is in 11th. CPR will look to push on forward. To get themselves in a better position for 2025, which is just around the corner. It's hard to believe already a year has gone down. And it still feels kind of like, late summer weather, at night. It is a little chilly today, but for November, this is pretty good weather for soccer here. That ball is headed out of bounds for Zoom Schneider. Morgan on the ball, pass it off to Anchu. Here's the service. Looking for the forward up top. That was Carvalho. Central Park Rangers will finish with 11 points on the season, as the New York Athletic Club has 13 with the win tonight. Zoom Schneider will look to avoid their 7th defeat of the season. There's another throw in there. Actually, it looks to be a goal kick for Central Park Rangers. CPR enters today's match following a 4-2 victory over Doxa FCW last week. And Zoom Schneider, 3 straight defeats entering tonight. It might be looking like 4 straight after the CPR victory if things remain the same. It's not hard to believe that this Zoom Schneider squad defeated Greek Americans a couple weeks ago, and what is one of the more surprising wins of the season based on their record. But based on the performance they're showing here today, outside of those 2 mistakes, it's a pretty flawless game for Zoom Schneider. They just have, shot themselves in the foot and also have not found the execution that they need to put a goal on the other side of the net. We're waiting for this throw-in to take place up front for CPR. Ball goes into Miri. And he is forced to the ground there by the defender, Morgan, who keeps the ball in play. Here's Munoz. They're trying to push out of their own zone, and they do so successfully with a Coke. And over to Diaz. Diaz looking for Gomez. And it gets past him, and it makes its way all the way back to the defense for Central Park Rangers. For context, Greek Americans are in 3rd place on the season, while Zoom Schneider is in 11th. And that is Zoom Schneider's only victory of the season. Occurred a couple of weeks ago. Here is Munoz. Over to Matthew. Back to Munoz. Anchu finds Morgan. They need to start putting some balls into dangerous areas as Munoz goes down with a foul call on Miri. Despite a dominating performance in possession for Zoom Schneider, they really haven't had a lot of shots on target up to this point. We are now nearing the 67th minute of this match. We have about 23 minutes to go. And Zoom Schneider puts a service now. That's more like it as Diaz is on the receiving end. Diaz trying to get past Barry. Finds Munoz on the edge of the box. And this is De Abreu, who hasn't seen the ball a lot this second half. Anchu. Over to Munoz, who takes a long shot, and it goes far out wide as CPR plays his goal kick. Here goes CPR pushing forward on the offensive now. Can they find their 3rd goal to put the finishing touches on this victory? Carvalho isn't able to control that. It goes out of bounds for a CPR throw-in. CPR gives that ball away, and it is Zoom Schneider now who gets the ball back and are able to play it from the back now. This is Morgan. Not able to connect there with Munoz. They're not on the same page as Miri is on the receiving end of that ball. Looking for Kogan now is right. Drops it down for Miri, but he's not able to control it that time around. And there's a service from Coke trying to switch the field, but it deflects off the midfielder for CPR. Here's Diaz playing on Koizo. Koizo trying to get past right. There's Diaz now. This is Gomez. Nice move there to get past Barry. Gets past Valentine, but there was Skimeka in good position to clear the ball out of harm's way. Munoz plays it quick for Coke. There's Oprah with the cross into the box, looking for Gomez. And here it is again. Munoz takes a shot, and it is off target once again. They just have not found the finishing touches that they need to open up the scoring on their end. Gilden has had a relatively easy night so far up to this point. There's a long ball. Looking for Carvalho. Carvalho pushes it up forward for Miri. And there's no one on that right side. May have been right that needed to be there. Morgan. Over to Diaz. Munoz fighting for that ball. Cruz has been far outside of his box for a lot of the time that the ball has been on this end. As Zoom Schneider loses the ball in a dangerous area, CPR can take a long shot with hopeful eyes to find the back of the net. They almost did so with Miri earlier in this match. Cruz fears no one. He is way outside his box right now. There's Koch Jr. looking for De Abreu. Not able to control that cleanly, and CPR regains possession. This is Kogan now, and he loses it to Koch. And here's David, takes a long shot, and it is safe in the hands of Gilden in net for Central Park Rangers. Sometimes it helps to keep your keeper warm with some of those long-range shots if they're not facing too many dangerous opportunities from the opposing side. And Miri was going to be off and running with Cruz backtracking in net. And Skameka is wondering why there wasn't a yellow card shown to the defender, as Miri didn't have much more opposition to beat if he was past his defender at that point. It's going to be last man. He was going to have an eye for the goal. Here's the ball going into the box from... Oh, and looks like Miri wasn't on the same page with his free kick taker. And it is given away to Zoom Schneider. Here's Koch, who finds Gomez on the left wing. Gomez puts a ball for De Abreu, and Skameka tracked back on time to chest that back to his goalkeeper. Koizos to that ball first. We're nearing 17 minutes left of this match as Wright is pushing forward. Wright still on the ball. Passes it back to his midfielder, Clift, who's not on the same page as Miri. And they give it right back to Zoom Schneider. Zoom Schneider will need to find the back of the net soon if they want to give themselves a chance to come back into this game. And there's a long ball looking for David Oprah on the right side of the field. David finds De Abreu in the middle, trying to lift it up for Koch Jr. And here's Gomez, 4 goals on the season, takes a shot, and it goes just above the crossbar for another goal kick for Central Park Rangers. That goal kick is taken quickly, and Miri drops it down for his teammate, and Cruz once again way outside of his goal. His teammates on the bench were telling him to shoot, but he didn't have the shot that he was looking for, and that is as clear of a yellow as you can imagine on Barry. And Skameka is very clearly upset that the obvious yellow card was given on this end, but what looked obvious on the other end wasn't given when Miri was on goal. Here's the service from Munoz. Looking for De Abreu. Isn't able to connect this time around. Zoom Schneider fighting to get it back. Here's Unchu, their captain. Battling for possession. Still at the feet of Olsen. And it is CPR ball. They're getting prepared to make a sub on this end. It is Joshua Gray coming on with number 16. And we'll let you know who is coming off in his place. I believe that is Skameka coming off with number 24. And he's taking his time as they have a 2-0 lead to defend here with 15 minutes to go of regular time in this second half. And Zoom Schneider will take advantage and make a sub of their own. It is number 13 that is coming onto the pitch for them. That is Benjamin Marku that comes in for Zoom Schneider. Miri goes down on the field, but it looks like it is cleanly by Zoom Schneider. Morgan is on the ball now. Trying to lift it up for Koizo, but is headed away by CPR. And there's a long shot we were talking about, but it is way off target to Trouble Cruz. They're going to have to make it pay for being so far off his line eventually, or else he's going to continue to do so. Diaz somehow keeps that ball in play. And Munoz looking for Coke. He's not able to connect there. As a reminder, head over to our Instagram page at Game and Frame to vote for your save of the month. Your choice may be the winner at the end of November. And Coke is on the ball now. What is a dangerous area. Plays it over to David Oprah. David back to Munoz. And here's David once again. This is a cross into the box. Looking for Matthew there. Valentine is to it first. And there's another ball into the box, and Diaz is right there, just in front of the net, but hits it terribly wrong. And rockets it out of bounds for a goal kick for Central Park Rangers. That was the opportunity they've been long awaiting for, and they were unfortunately not able to connect this time. They have another chance here as Koizo's on the ball, looking for support. Finds Morgan. Here's Unchu. This is Coke. Loses the ball there. Clift gives it over to Miri, who has a one-on-one with Morgan. He goes further out right and takes a shot and forces a corner on the opposing side of the field for Central Park Rangers. And again, they'll take their time as more time ticks off the clock. And this 2-0 lead that they had in the first half remains in this second half. Here comes the service into the box. Kogan connects, and Kogan finds the back of the net for the third goal of this match. Kogan smashes it past the goalkeeper, and Cruz can do nothing but watch as Central Park Ranger make it 3 over Zoom Schneider. Powerful finish that finds the back of the net. Not much you can do about that. A perfectly weighted ball, perfect cross, and a perfect goal for Kogan. This guy plays so much, he might as well find a goal for himself every once in a while. Known more for his possession, his passing, servicing, defending, and midfield. But today, he's known as a goal scorer to me and you. Zoom Schneider's hill just got even bigger to climb as they are now down 3-0 to Central Park Rangers. Munoz over to Diaz now. We have 10 minutes left of the second half. Ref blows his whistle and looks like it is CPR ball. In comes the ball, looking for Gray. And it's lifted way above to go out of bounds. And Zoom Schneider plays quick. This is Morgan. Unchu looking for Munoz. Here's Abreu. Excuse me, looks like that is Gomez on the ball. Beg your pardon. And here is Gray. And there is a goalkeeper far away from his net once again, but they're not able to put a shot to trouble him. And he sends this long ball looking for his winger. But Clift is to it first. And this is Kogan, our third goal scorer of the match. Onside is Gray. He has a shot if he wants it. And it is saved by the goalkeeper. Here is Gray. That is number 16 who takes that shot. And he goes down in the box for a penalty. And they'll look to convert this chance to make it 4. Off that first opportunity, it was Carbazian, number 15, who took that first shot that troubled the goalkeeper, Cruz. He makes a good save, but Gray on the rebound gets taken down in the box. And they'll look to convert this one to make it 4. And Gray will be the one to take it. Calm before the storm. Gray approaches. And Gray gets a shot saved by the goalkeeper. What a fantastic save to keep this game only at 3-0 for CPR. There's your save of the month contender right there. And Coke plays on. David Offra takes a shot. And he almost finds the back corner to put Zoom Schneider on the scoreboard. But they get to the rebound, and that is cleared far away to Munoz. Here comes another service from Marcu. This is Diaz, gets the rebound. And they made it hard on him to get a shot off. Morgan now on the ball. Back to Diaz, lets it go to DeMarco. And here's a shot by Koch Jr. who makes a save. That is Gilden makes a comfortable save in the back of the net. To prevent it from going to the back of the net, I should say. And keep this clean sheet for his squad as we have 6 minutes to play of regular time of the second half. Dario Cruz would like to add that to his highlight reel, that penalty save that he made on Gray. And CPR is denied twice. There's a more comfortable save there for Gilden. And he plays it quick. This is Clift. And Olsen pushing it further up the field. Here's Kogan. He's found the net today. He was looking for Gray up top. But Anchu is to it first. I'm sorry, that is Munoz to it first. And it is given away once again to Garbazian. Gray has a shot again. And that is saved by the goalkeeper, Cruz, to force another corner for Central Park Rangers. This Gray versus Cruz matchup in these last 5 minutes has been very interesting. So far, Cruz has come out on top with 2 very important saves for his squad. Here comes the service, into the box it goes. There's a header, and it goes far above the post for Miri. And Cruz takes it quickly with Koizo. He goes over to Diaz. This is Coke. Gomez forces a throw in. Here is Gomez once again, has been relatively quiet in this match. Looking for his supporting cast in the middle of the box. Isn't able to connect. And Diaz is here once again. This is David Oprah. David looking for an opening. Marku takes it from him, finds Koizo. This is Coke. Coke doesn't get past the sliding defender. And Marku doesn't get it past the defense. David takes another shot. And it is safe in the hands of Gilden. As Zoom Schneider prepares another sub to enter the pitch. It is Mikhail Said who is getting prepared to come on. And there's a service looking for Miri. Sorry, that is not Miri. That is Carbazion again. All these forwards and midfielders pushing up the field and getting in good positions to score. We are putting the finishing touches on this match as there are less than 3 minutes to go of regular time from McManus Field on a chilly but comfortable Sunday night. This is nice sweater weather, I'd say. Not quite jacket weather just yet. As Said is getting prepared to come onto the pitch for Morgan for the last couple of minutes that are remaining in this match. The Central Park Rangers lead by a score of 3-0. Here's Wright over to Olsen. Olsen looking for the ball for his forward up front. Not able to connect that time. Cruz sends it over for Diaz, but Miri is there first. Miri was waiting for the back service from Kogan, not able to connect that time. Here's Munoz. Onchu. Coke gets to that, but loses it. And there's David. David has a winger to choose from. Gomez is on the ball now. Gomez can score if he's given a chance. He's getting past all the defenders here. Now he has a shot to take, and he puts it over the bar. That is a play that we've been waiting for all night from Gomez, who has 4 goals on the season. He did all the heavy lifting, but was not able to put the finishing touches to score his 5th goal of the season. Great footwork, you have to say, but the execution was the only thing lacking there. So Marco plays on David once again. And Olsen with a great tackle to dispossess him. Here's Clift. Neat ball over to Kogan. And Kogan is looking for his options. It looks like his player up front was going to be offside. Here's Koizo. Diaz trying to get past the defense, but Barry did just enough. And there is no extra time to be added. It is a 3-0 victory for Central Park Rangers as Kogan put the finishing touches in the second half to end this clean sheet for Central Park Rangers and earn them another win on the season over Zoom Schneider FC. We'd like to thank our sponsor, Salt Athletic, for making this stream possible. And until next time, we'll have some interviews for you in a couple minutes from McManus Field here in New York.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University and I play forward. The Salt Air Case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards so I know that they're together and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top.
Francis Argueta here for Game and Frame with Ben Kogan after the CPR 3-0 victory over Zoom Schneider. My first question to you, Ben, is 2 games on the night. How are you feeling?
Definitely tired, but happy to get 2 wins. So, yeah, good day, but definitely tired.
You're one who really controls the midfield for the squad. You make a lot of crucial passes and defensive plays. And today you found the back of the net. How does this feel personally for you?
Yeah, good. I think first goal of the year, so definitely good to finally get one. But yeah, great team win. Boys played well, so good day.
And Zoom Schneider, based on the record, is a team that you should be able to beat, and you do so by a clean sheet. What does it mean to end it without allowing any goals and basically no shots on target? And how is this win going to push you forward into a new year?
Yeah, I think it'll be good momentum. They had a lot of good individual players, and we held our own defensively and played compact and played well together, and were able to score some goals too. So I think hopefully a good momentum for the spring season.
Ben, thank you very much.
Thank you much.
For Game and Frame, my name is Francis Argueta. Thank you to our sponsor, Salt Athletic. And it ends with CPR 3, Zoom Schneider 0. Knights from McManus Field.